Should be great.
Oh, mount music? It's an audio, I think.
You know I am, H. You know I am.
These are their chosen representatives.
Shh. We represent
Very
the
well.
Scrub Club.
Let us hear what they have to say.
Yes, sir.
There was no title. There's no subtitle there, Matt.
I present to you our commander, Lord Quintus Vankina, Legatus of the First Legion.
The first? I had no idea you had survived.
He's an old ass man.
We lost our emperor, our city, more than half our troops. For my wounds, I may never take the field again. But we survived.
What am I leveling? I'm leveling the card wielder.
She's playing Yu-Gi-Oh!
We have no intention of adding to your misfortunes, nor do we bear you any ill will.
Are you sure about that?
Spare me. Though you children may speak in earnest, overtures of peace ever ring hollow in my ears. So long as man stands to profit from his neighbor's suffering, war is inevitable.
I mean, that's not false, but
Driven from our
you were
ancestral
trying to steal
homeland
from
to
us,
this
so...
plastic waste. Yet still you yearned to rob us of our paltry scraps. 'Twas only with Magitech that you learned to keep your distance. Though we knew it was only a matter of time before you regrouped and returned.
No. You're trolling, right,
Conquest
H?
and empire were our only defenses.
I felt bad with you right now.
Solus and Varys understood this.
That's almost as
And
bad
through
as when
their
you said
campaigns
do
saw
bows
us
and
grow
sharpening.
and prosper. Much blood has been spilled in Garlemald's name.
Okay, one has a fairy.
It is a choice
The
between
other one gives you damage buff.
then it is hardly a choice at all.
Scholar,
I do not deny that
Scholar
great many
and Summoner
conflicts throughout
are
history were
both the
driven by
pet.
desire or necessity to gain by another's loss.
Astro is the
That is
card
not why
wielder.
we're here.
I'm actually tilted now.
Nor have we come to petition
That's
your aid
fine.
in the war with the
How dare.
Telephroi, grave though that threat may be. Our
Yeah.
purpose is simply this.
Let me quickly go white mage and just glare at
We
you.
wish to help you. Let us help you. If there is aught that can be done to ease your plight, we would be glad to do it.
That's your own fault then, if you don't play healers. I mean, you see me play healer for how long now?
But regardless of the ideals you espouse, your leaders would not send an army into Garlemald
The
if they
H.
did not stand to benefit.
That would require you
If we
to not
accept
look
their
at the
aid,
health
they
bar
will expect their
of
efforts
the
to be
boss
rewarded
and
once
kill
the Telephroi are
melee
no longer a
DPS
threat.
and almost kill a black mage.
After compensation and
Or black
concessions,
mages.
the great empire would be brought to heel.
Yeah, oh, yeah, we killed it after like
Enemies
what, the
rejoice
seventh
at her
try?
downfall. Our third
Yikes.
eye, a mark of shame.
We won't stand idly by and let your people be humiliated.
Oh.
And we're not alone in that. We only want to make a difference, to make this world of ours better. Surely you can understand that.
Surprisingly, no, you are
What I'm
right.
trying to say
Surprisingly,
is There are so
surprisingly,
many
you are right
just
that
don't care
none of
about
the
making you
deaths
suffer.
or the wipes were your
And maybe
fault.
that's almost insulting after all the suffering you feel the world has subjected your people to, but believe it or not, that's the truth. And now we're here, and all we're asking is for you to tell us what you want, what you hope for.
So much blood has been shed, so much lost. All because of this endless war. Who wouldn't want to end it?
Yes.
Can we not work together to face our problems as one?
That's not how diplomacy works. Or any diplomatic things. It says turned into Civ 5. Everyone kills.
Answer me this,
Shush.
young
Diplomacy, more like
peacemakers.
communism.
If a
communism.
world without conflict is your desire, why reject the unity and prosperity of Garlemald?
Did we reject though?
Is it because we do not share your faith? That we
She's
do not
mine.
share your heritage?
I'm not gonna share her.
That our ideals and virtues differ? That we cherish and hold in the highest that which you do not? Disparity is the root of discord, and peace built
I'm in
on
Discord.
compromise is flawed and fleeting. Happiness for one and all is a dream, and the reality
Why'd you say
is
that?
that to the victor goes
Because he
spoils.
said something as the root of discord.
That is why we Garleans
I'm trying to be funny.
nor surrender.
You know, the thing that
Freedom,
doesn't
for pride,
exist.
We will remain true to ourselves until
What?
the bitter end.
Exactly.
That is my hope. It seems there is nothing more to say on the matter.
Oh. I didn't know I was playing Final Fantasy X.
You will remain here while I decide what is to be done with you. Do not be alarmed. No harm will come to you if you cooperate.
We will not resist. However, as your guests, I ask that we be allowed to speak with the other members of your group.
As you wish. I had no intention of locking you up, as by dawn you would be frozen stiff and you're no good to me dead. You are free to move about the encampment, but there is one condition. Collar them.
Please no.
What are these?
Incentive. You'll be watched at all times. Stray too far or act suspiciously, and we will administer a rather painful shock.
Really? With dog collars on people? Seriously?
Keep away from that one. The champion of Eorzea is not so easily cowed.
That is true. Fuck you.
Even if she allowed herself to be collared, the shock would be no more than an itch. No. If she refuses to obey, we will activate the twins' restraints instead.
Oh. Poor babies.
You needn't worry about us.
We'll forget we're even wearing them soon enough.
Even now, you still... Why go to such lengths? What is it all for?
Hmm.
You are a curious one. A far cry from the merciless barbarian others paint you to be. You will be their warden. Take them away.
Yes, sir.
Please have voices.
Finally escaped the watchful gaze of your keepers, have we? Don't react. You'll only draw attention to yourself. Just carry on as you are and listen.
How are you speaking to me?
With her mouth.
After you left with the Garlean lad, Lucia bade a few of us scouts follow you at a discreet distance.
I'll shut up.
We observed you being led into the station, but decided against venturing inside. When you emerged sometime later, and we saw that the twins were sporting Magitech collars, it was clear what had taken place. Now, as quietly as you can, tell me everything.
Does this mean we get to play as Thancred again and do the stealth mission?
The Legatus himself, eh? Now there's a surprise.
That was a fast exclamation.
This is also the first I've heard of a plan to join forces with the 10th and storm the Tower of Babel. An interesting development, and perhaps the opportunity we've been waiting for.
It's a case in my mind and I don't know how I feel about this.
Some rather promising news, but it's still too early to get our hopes up. For now, keeping yourselves out of harm's way comes before all else. Whatever demands the Garleans make, indulge them. With luck, this will all be over soon. Until then.
Till then, good luck, motherfucker.
They had not gone far.
We searched high and low, but no luck, I'm afraid. I might have guessed you'd be the only one to find anything.
Me find something? Nah.
I wasn't expecting much to begin with. Eventually, there will be nothing left out here for us to safely salvage.
I'm not going to kill them. Leave my children alone.
Now, this will have to suffice. We should return to the station.
Everyone's going to be freezing. Well, mostly my character. Or legs.
Ah, there you are. Heard you'd gone hunting for ceruleum above ground. Brought back a king's ransom?
Hardly. But thanks to these three, we have enough to last a little while longer.
We were useful!
Well, it's not at all as I was expecting, these ones. For savages, they seem positively docile.
We're not savages, motherfucker. Fuck you.
It's a poor attempt at humor. In all honesty, I'm grateful for your efforts. But even with another night of warmth, there are those among us who may not live to see the morrow.
Kill them all for experience.
I trust your expedition was fruitful.
Lord Quintus!
Use what you procured to refuel the armor.
Totally savages? Nah.
But, sir, what about the heaters for the camp?
The time for action is upon us. My men and I have matters to discuss. In the meantime, you are to wait here. Do not forget, you are being watched.
Yeah, but if we go invisible, and you can't see us, how are we going to go and be watched, you know? Become ninja.
The time for action. What did he mean by that?
I can only speculate. Clearly something requiring their magitech, given what we just heard. Whether they plan to utilize it now, or after they join with the 10th, is another question.
You know, Velasay being a red mage, why doesn't she cast like a fire
Will
spell
they ever escape
to
this
keep
cult?
people warm?
Return to and reclaim the idyllic spaces of which Eula spoke?
Sorry, I'm like poking claws in video game. Everyone could be warm with fire, right?
Finished your war, Council?
Because it would require a huge amount of mana to continuously cast.
Yeah, but you just use wood after you cast it on wood. And then you keep the fire going.
Okay, but why do you need magic for that?
Just start the fire.
But why do you need magic? You don't know how to start a fire without magic?
I mean, I assume there's no, like, matches or, you know...
You don't need a match to start a fire.
They will be detained at a separate location.
Well, I sure don't know how to beat rocks together. Oh, good book.
After everything we've said and done, this is how you treat us.
Savages, savages, do.
Our allies have but limited supplies. They may stave off cold and starvation for a short while, but what then?
No! Don't do it! Don't you do it!
For now, keeping yourselves out of harm's way comes before all else. Whatever demands the Guardians make, indulge them.
Get them out of here.
Feels bad, man. You know, they had scouts and whatnot. They just murdered everyone in the underground. You're like, here's your demands. Be a little fucked up, but...
This is my home. Our home. At least it was until that night. I was with Lord Quintus when the capital fell, and thus spared. My family, who did not own a radio, were less fortunate. When dawn came, I made my way here. My parents, my little brother and sister, they were still inside. But they weren't themselves, and they tried to. And I had to.
Did they get turned into fiends?
I'd promised to take them away from the capital that very morning, to somewhere safe, to hide until the fighting stopped. I promised.
I'm getting so many freaking 10 vibes and I hate it.
Chain, the bonds between our countrymen. A red link at its center. The blood.
Why do you hate it?
Of the fallen. Our loved ones who
Shush.
lived and died.
So you
Don't
love
question me.
10.
I do love 10. It's just
Then why do you hate it?
because I know how 10 ends.
But
Alright?
indeed,
Leave me.
who would be left to remember them and their sacrifice? What enduring proof would there be that they were ever here? If we had turned to your gods, would they have saved us?
No, that's not how gods work.
I'm sorry, forget I spoke. We should go.
That's disrespectful. Just kicks it.
It's no use.
Believe me, I do not enjoy being here any more than you.
But she wanted us to play along, so that is what we will do.
Oh. Oh. Children.
It's so cold.
Painfully so. Unbearably.
I've been thinking about what Quintus said. About why no one would accept Garlean rule. Irreconcilable differences. When coexistence isn't an option, only conquest remains. Varys at Gimlet said much the same. Only by uniting the world beneath a single standard would we rid ourselves of the Ascians. United as one people. One race cleansed of imperfections. A cold and unforgiving vision. And when we fail to live up to their standards, what place is there for us in their world? But the truly sad, truly frustrating thing is how damnably similar it all is to the lofty ideals of Father and the Forum. Non-intervention. Always non-intervention. Protect our knowledge and our people, and to hells with the rest of you. And yet, I can see how it happened. Varys and Father looked to their elders for guidance and took their virtues as their own. But for this world was of their making. In who else could they place their trust?
Themselves. Place trust in themselves.
All of us lost in the same chaos. Searching desperately for purpose and meaning. But it shouldn't just be an extension of another's. It has to be ours. It has to be. We all have a stake in this world. No one should be silenced.
Sounds too real.
I won't deny that
honestly.
we lack the experience of people such as Father or Quintus. Perhaps they've come to see the world as a series of problems, and the most efficient way of solving them, to reduce everything to fundamental forms. A stone is a stone, a cloud, a flower, no more than that. Simple descriptions that strip the subject of distinguishing characteristics. A man is a man, divided according to race, creed, or allegiance, and to some, defined by such associations.
Oh.
Is that what you think?
In my misbegotten youth. But what I believed wisdom was no more than aggressive ignorance. I've since learned to look beyond the banners and the politics, to see people as individuals with their own hopes and dreams. As for my dream of building a better world, well, every day I'm reminded that it is far more complex than I had ever imagined. But it only spurs me onward, to find the wisdom and the strength to see it through to the very end.
All of our supplies and an immediate withdrawal. These are your conditions?
Demands. And you forgot about the airship.
Really? You're gonna take our
Once
fucking
again,
airship?
You will leave one behind. It will be used to return the prisoners. Their collars will be removed prior to the exchange.
So in the end, not even Father's expertly worded rhetoric could deter you from your chosen course.
Of course not.
Huh?
Not that I thought for a moment that it would. I've no love for violence, of course, but ours is a cause worth fighting for. I just wish he'd realize it too. Sometimes the only way to protect the ones you love is to take a stand, to refuse to suffer in silence. I want you to know I share your conviction. Whether it be on the battlefield or in the debating chamber, I won't back down. I guess what I'm saying is...
I got your back. That's what you're saying.
You've found your own reason to fight.
I mean, that works too.
Yes. Yes, I have.
Oh.
God's willing, there will come a day when we can finally lay down our arms, and there will be peace.
There's no peace with sin.
Not until the Telophoroi have been defeated once and for all. And you, brother, will have a vital part to play. By your words and deeds, you'll lead the way.
I pray I am up to the task.
There'll always be naysayers. Those who think us fools for even trying. It's easy for learned elites to criticize earnest efforts and assert their moral superiority, all without offering alternatives. Not that their sophistry has ever wounded you. It's so stubborn and strong. Stronger than you even know. Don't ever change, you hear me? If you stumble, I'll be there to catch you.
Oh.
Or give you a thick ear. Maybe both, for good measure.
Thank you, Alice.
Oh, they developed so much. Kill sister for food. No! She's a good girl. Leave her alone. Look at us these. E-card, he's fresh.
The scouts
there you
have
go.
secured Alize and Alphino. Their collars were removed without complication as well. They report no casualties, not for their party nor the guards, who will wake from their premature slumber in due course.
We do cast sleep.
It would appear the situation has changed. I propose new terms. We have information that will be of great interest to Lord Quintus, and I wish to speak with him in person.
No. In the event you rejected our first proposal, we came prepared with a second.
Oh no, he's gonna start killing people. Or blow something up. I can feel it. Yep.
Ambush!
Are you really surprised by this point?
More are coming! Make ready!
We, the loyal soldiers of the First Legion, proud servants of Garlemald, of the fallen Emperor Varys, shall safeguard these lands from the barbarian hordes until our countrymen return! Stop, both of you!
Cast tornado.
This child may be the worst emissary I have ever seen.
received an urgent communication from the Grand Company of Eorzea. Envoys from the Imperial Army, led by members of the 10th Legion, came to Alamigo and requested an audience. They explained that their efforts to coordinate the reclamation of the capital with the aid of the 4th, 5th, 8th, and 12th had ended in failure.
Wow.
Communication between most legions has broken down entirely. Most of the 10th's conscripts have deserted, leaving their forces severely depleted. That is why, unable to continue the fight on their own, they and their allies turned to the Grand Company of Eorzea for aid.
Lies! Every word!
What was that? Must be the wind.
It is the truth, and I have not finished. The 10th has requested that we deliver a message to Lord Quintus. Have the ill stand down.
You have been listening, my lord? What are your orders?
Kill them. Kill them all. Pre-experience, everyone.
Inform her that we will honor the 10th's decision. Bereft of hope, and now dignity. I release you from your duty. All of you.
I didn't know we were in instance.
I take solace, your radiance, in the knowledge you are not here to witness our debasement. 'Twas a grand, glorious dream we shared. Of a world united, of peace and prosperity.
Who the fuck turned on the goddamn radio? Turn it off. Seriously, like, it's so fucking demonic and I hate it.
You and I, memories of days gone by. Bonds forged in blood that I will not see tarnished.
Oh no. No. Don't you do it. Don't you do it. No. No! Seriously?
Quickly! We have to reach the station before it's too late.
If there is still a chance that Quintus will agree to a truce, we must take it.
I just hope we get there before he and his men do something rash.
It's not gonna be there. Yep.